what you want.
Welcome back, No Means Nerds. No means nothing, no means no Nick. To the No Means No Thing podcast. The podcast where three absolute fucking idiots do their very, very best to find the very, very best No Means No song of all time. And spoilers, there isn't one. I'm one of your hosts, Jordan.
I'm Matthew. Hello. I'm in my garage, and I have an air conditioner.
Right.
Fucker.
And I have central air in the house, and I'm down in the basement in my bedroom.
Fuck you.
Oh, and my name's Michelle.
I'm up here sweating in my goddamn...
Oh, honey, come over.
Yeah, I'll just pop on the plane. Anyway, here we are, folks. We're back. And, hey, look at this. 3 episodes in a row. Kind of one fake episode in there. But it hasn't been like a 6-week break. So, dancing in the streets, the bells are ringing.
I did have a pretty good reason for postponing last week.
Oh, we did? Did we postpone last week?
We posted a recording.
Well, no,
yeah,
our recording, but
because we have a climate refugee at our house.
Right. Oh no, but that wasn't a postpone of the show. That was just a postpone of our recording.
Yeah.
So we're still making it. We're still making it out there, folks.
Climate refugee. That's going to be a new term.
There's a lot of you out there, and Matthew's kind of right on the periphery of it, but to me, right in the thick of it. This is, there have been listeners who's posted. I wish I could remember the name of the person right now, and I'm really sorry I can't.
Dude got
who
evacuated,
who had to evacuate and then managed to snag all of their No Means No shit before they left. Priorities. I got to salute you on that.
Yeah.
But, to anybody affected by this shit, fucking hell. Whether it be Hawaii, we do have some listeners in Hawaii, especially up in BC, where there's just fucking, I don't know, man. Space lasers all over the place. Setting
my sister-in-law is from Yellowknife, capital of Northwest Territories, and it is imperiled by fire. Currently, the city of I think 23,000 is evacuated.
Oh wow!
Jesus Christ!
Well, I'm glad she had a place to come. That's for sure.
Yeah,
and her 3 cats.
This just feels like the new normal in a way, which is not great. No. It's not great. But here we are, everybody. So let's get out our fiddles and do a little fiddling and dancing while the world burns, I think. And talk about what we're drinking, because God knows that's the most important thing. And, you all know what I'm drinking. I'm drinking whiskey, and tonight I really fucking want it, and it's nice and cold. I had some ice cubes in there, which are melted, but it's cold. It's got condensation. Feels good on my skin. I'm rubbing it all over my body.
Okay, easy. Back up. Up to the top there.
So let's go ahead and hear what Michelle is.
I have my trusty pint glass, and I am opening up.
Oh, that's nice. Very, very nice.
I kind of like that, too.
Yeah, that's a good one.
This is a bona fide Guinness.
Nice.
I'm going to have 2, and I brought a fake one down, too. Fake Guinness.
You brought your lunch. Matthew, what about you? What you got?
I can't remember whether I've discovered this thing. I'm still on the wagon, or not drinking alcohol, whatever, like off the wagon, on the wagon, whichever one means I'm not drinking. This is a Zeringer. It's a German Radler. So Radler's just like lager mixed with fruit juice. Generally, it's like citrus juice. So lemon or grapefruit. This is elderberry, and it is fucking delicious.
Oh, nice.
Elderberries.
I don't know. It tastes to me like the black wine gum, which is the wine gums.
Wine gum.
Okay, that's right. Yeah, you're Americans. Wine
American.
gums are a British and Canadian and probably Australian, New Zealander confection. It's kind of like a very firm jujube kind of thing. And it's got various flavors. And the black one, I believe, is supposed to be black currant, which is a more common flavor in Europe. And that is what this elderberry Radler tastes like to me. It's like the refreshing beer-like version of the black currant flavored wine gum.
You have spun a series of similes and analogies about how something tastes, none of which I have any relationship to. I absolutely love that.
How about that pink can, though? Did you get that at the Barbie movie? Did you
the
see
Brits
this can here?
know exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh,
Right, guys?
Good for them.
the ignorant don't.
They do. They're all shouting, "Yeah, all right, mate." All right. Now that's an offensive
Australian.
accent.
Oh.
Okay. Well, listen, guys, at home, if you've got them, pop them open. Drink them. What are you drinking? You got beer? What's that, a beer? Show us your beer. Oh, nice one. How about you? You got some whiskey? Oh, there's Teddy on his walk, taking a
We are
whiz.
beering you in
Oh.
your dens.
Yeah.
So
Teddy.
we hope you'll settle in and listen to this episode with us. We got, I don't know, man. We got 4 songs for you today. I'm going to be honest. This is
I don't
one
know
of
if
those
we do.
episodes- This is one of those episodes where like we rolled the dice and I'm like, wait, are these these songs really make it through? Like, are
You
these
guys,
like,
you guys
what?
are totally looking at it
What?
the wrong way.
I guess,
just
but
stop.
I mean, it's all going to be good, whatever.
Shame
but
on you.
Fuck, man. I guess we're
No.
getting them out of the way. I'll tell you what does kind of bum me out, and I'll say not bum me out. I'll put my stake in this. None of these songs deserve to go through the next round. They just don't. I'm sorry. They don't.
About all 4 of them? Did you just say that?
all
Did you
4 of
just
them.
say that?
I did. I don't think any of these deserve to go through. And so I'm not saying they're bad, but I don't think they deserve to be in round 3. So it's
One of them does.
It's a little disappointing that 2 of them have to go into round 3. But here we go. Good. I'm gonna hope you're fighting me on it and tell me.
Oh my
why
God!
I'm wrong. Tell me
I'll
why
come
I'm
down
wrong.
there. I will come down there.
We're gonna start with our first pairing,
God.
and Matthew will go first on this one once we tell everyone what they are. So, the infamous, the
Oh, God.
famous, the infamous scientist, Baldwang Must Die, off of Mr. Right and Mr. Wrong,
Yeah.
1 down and 2 to go, but actually from like a 79 or 80 home recording, which this won against Disappear in episode 2 in one of the most stupid fucking decisions this podcast has ever made. I guess you can guess how the vote went down on
God.
this one. Still can't fucking believe you absolute idiots voted for Baldwang. So I'm looking forward to hearing why Baldwang still holds up. It's a great song, but there we go. Anyway, it's going up against Life in Hell.
Yeah.
Off of The Power of Positive
it is.
Thinking, but also the wrong CD, 1990. And Life in Hell is actually a people's choice. It lost against Valley of the Blind in episode 4.
Shame on you.
Which I probably would still vote that way, but it's a tough one. It's not a given, but I do think I would still vote for Valley of the Blind over
Yeah, I
Life
would.
in Hell. Yeah.
All right. Well, we
So
all know
anyway,
who didn't.
Yeah, I do. So we've got Baldwang Must Die versus Life in Hell, and we're gonna hunker down in our bunker, slather
And listen
our
for the distant
genitals
sounds
in
of people preparing to get very, very angry.
very, very angry. We're gonna slather our genitals in hair removal cream for our new business called Baldwang, and let's listen to a little bit of this.
Whose wang is the baldest?
Can you not distinguish pain? Red male and red shade. Can you not distinguish pain? Red male and red shade. Can you not distinguish pain? Red male and red shade. Can you not distinguish pain? Red male and red shade. Can you not distinguish pain? Red male and red shade. Can you not distinguish pain? Red male and red shade. Red male, red male, red shade. Red male, red shade. Woman, world in one complete. Your heart's awake, your mind's asleep. You spread your inner self to make a den for some sly basking snake. You spread your
All right, Matthew. Why don't you take a stab at these songs?
Jesus God.
Difficult to compare somehow for some reason.
A little bit.
Okay, Baldwang Must Die is
It's a
is
good
it?
song.
Yes, it's an excellent song, but sometimes it's not a song. So I think maybe it has transcended songiness to become a state of mind.
Hey, that's
Fucking
interesting to
hell.
me. That's right.
In so saying, I say the songwriting, it was not written as it maybe sort of drifted into various people's psyches from somewhere, because it is not just a No Means No song. It is covered by No Means No. I think maybe they're all covers, and nobody knows who the original was. But the infamous scientists, the showbiz giants, all the various No Means No permutations, including various Victoria bands. I think Pink Steel did it, and our listener Jason Beers created his own version of Baldwin
That's
Must
right.
Die. So you see what I mean?
Stamp
It is
of approval.
It is viral. I think the
It has a
lyrics
stamp of approval.
and match the music perfectly because it is exactly how you feel when you listen to it. It causes your feelings, and it causes you to want Baldwin to die. And I think the performance is absolutely stellar.
Yeah.
Any band who performs it is super excellent. Life in Hell. I like the structure and the contrast. It is a very No Means No song. It's sort of interesting how much it bounced around, being that it was on Power is a Positive Thinking. I think this song, it's sort of like a steel ball seeking a little depression into which to settle. Never really quite found it. I mean, they sort of tacked it onto. I like the fact that it's last on the Power of Positive Thinking.
Yeah,
and
right.
Maybe it's on its own side, but then it's not last on Wrong. It's penultimate, which I don't know. The lyrics, you look at these lyrics, and I don't understand why people get so upset about Hunt the She-Beast, because they're similar in a lot of ways. Seems pretty.
Yeah. Talking about the vajayjay.
Sex forward, mixed with violence, mixed with philosophy. The vocals, Rob is fucking incredible. He just goes through his entire range from full throated, open glottis Rob to like snarling. I think the lyrics really do match. This is sort of one of their mythology episodes in a way, in terms of it does actually convey visual stuff to me, like this lurching muddy sound creates a dark lurching muddy world, and it's interesting, like he is addressing somebody, but it's hard to tell whether it's an admonishment or an observation. Maybe both. Yeah, I don't know. It makes me think that, I mean, it seems like a Rob song to me, that maybe he was frustrated by a woman of his acquaintance. I don't know the whole story, but that he just wishes that she would figure out what's best for her. Something like that.
You're talking about Baldwin, right?
Yes, obviously. It's about
Clearly, Michelle. Jesus Christ.
Highlights from Baldwang. I just love the creeping tentacles of this song. It can be anything. It is the Play-Doh. It is the plasticine of songs. And it, as I said, it's not a song, but a state of mind. And I wish that I love the fact that it's completely inconsistent, except for one thing, and that's the lyric. The only lyric that it has.
Between the versions, you mean? Yeah.
Yeah. things that highlights for Life in Hell for me. I love where everything stops except the drums right before the red nail and red shame.
Oh,
So
man.
incredible. And then the
Bring it.
screaming guitar. I mean, it's really like it reminds me of that Screaming for Vengeance album cover of Judas Priest with like some biomechanical eagle swooping.
Oh, okay.
That's the sound of the guitar to me somehow. And then I love Rob's voice where he is just putting so much oomph into it. Woman, world, and one complete. It's almost like a.
That's so good.
It's almost like not language. It's like a yell, a yelp. As what poet said that about the yelp? Was it Allen Ginsberg? Anyway,
not ringing a bell.
Okay,
Shel Silverstein.
It sounds like it could be.
I like it. This song has not risen in my estimation as some have, because it was never a standout for me, but it's definitely come up in my estimation quite a bit. The one thing that I don't like about it is that they couldn't figure out where it should be. I don't like where it is on Wrong. I would always it was skippable because of where it was on Wrong for me. And I might have liked it more in a different position if they'd found. I mean, it definitely fits in. It sounds like it was recorded in the wrong sessions. It sounds like Wrong, but maybe someplace else in the track order might have made me. I mean, not to say that I want to mess with the track order on Wrong, but I might liked it better if it weren't where it was, because I do like it on Blast on the Power Positive Thinking on its own side like that. Anyway, if they'd switched it with I Am Wrong, maybe that would.
I almost think if you put it before All Lies and then let All Lies and I Am Wrong be the end of the album, I think to me that would have been a better 1-2 punch.
Oh, that's interesting.
To have this song come after Ono Bruno would have been like a nice arc into the darker, like lower, I don't know. But yeah, I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
But we'll never know.
That's what I got.
All right, Michelle. Take the piss.
Oh, wow. I'm going to take some piss here.
Do
Okay,
it.
so both songs start out kind of soft and creep up on you, don't they? Baldwang is Devo and Eno to me, and Life in Hell is Uh-Oh and No Means No. I appreciate the cool, uneasy, and weirdness of Baldwang, and I still stick by my decision when I picked it. In contrast, Life in Hell takes out the weirdness and unease and replaces it with ferocious intensity and attitude. Didn't we find out from Andy that they played the intro this way? Was this the one that they played the creeping up sound? There's a couple of songs that start out quiet and build up pretty immediately.
But what do you mean they played it this way? In what sense?
They played it very quietly, and
on
a little
stage
bit
you
more
mean, like when they
intense.
would do it live? Yeah.
No, like in the recording. Like they played it
maybe.
like that. It wasn't any knob twiddling that happened when they did this. It might be this or it might be another one, but anyway.
No, I think you're right. And the only way I could say that is I've heard the demo of this song, and it's very much that. Like it's very clearly like played quiet, and then they go into it. So I think you're right.
Okay, so like how much weight does that have in it? A lot for me because it's so intriguing and cool. This song and the intro to it is some of the most compelling and exciting music they ever wrote and performed. And I'm saying that with all capital letters, gents.
Googly eyes.
Yeah, no, I didn't write any googly eyes, but I think my words pretty much say that I've got some. It instantaneously creates this fierce onslaught, and you can't help but pay attention in disbelief at both the lyrics and the musicianship. Funny enough with the lyrics, I probably do know them. I know all of the ones in Baldwang, and I actually know most of I know most of the ones from Life in Hell.
Nice.
The music goes very much in what they're playing in with the instruments and stuff, and it's the lyrics are in tandem with the riffs, and they are their own instrument in the delivery. Baldwang has quite the soft spot with me because it's so damn quirky and weird and even ghost-like. I'm wondering how much of it was stemmed from farting around or if it was always an intentional and bona fide piece to begin with. I love the eclecticness and unease of it. Life in Hell is in my top list of songs they ever had
Mm.
played. Some of the highlights are the intro, and right after that, the colossal floor tom work John is doing.
Mhm.
Fucking
I'm gonna
incredible.
pause
Yeah, yeah,
here.
yeah.
Like when I fell in love with this
Jesus.
band, it was Rob, 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 and then I was kind of like Andy, 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 and then fucking John. His playing in this is unreal,
Oh my
exciting, and
God.
and immense. Especially like the choice of using the ride cymbal
Oh God, I was
during
going
the
to talk about
bridge.
that.
Yeah.
That like,
Yes.
it's so fucking
Yeah.
good. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
He didn't use
And how
that
he doesn't,
fucking China
he,
symbol. He used the ride symbol.
and how he doesn't write it on the first measure. He waits to the second
Yeah.
measure to come in, and that just fucking makes it. It
I
just
know.
makes it.
I
God,
know.
it's so good.
I know. And
Oh,
thank
it's
you
so
for
good.
hearing that too, because I just
It really
God,
stuck out
after
to me
so
this
many
time.
years, you gotta
I'm
if
gonna
you
have
just
to pay
listen to
attention.
John, you're gonna shit.
Yeah.
And there's also he does this slap of the hi-hat that's in the middle of the phrases. It's not at the end of the phrase, but I can't think of the words in this or whatever the lyrics are, but I love how he sneaks in a little hi-hat in there. Rob's singing in this is top shelf, and the use of harmonics or harmonies, I mean, is twisted and angular as they get. It's so well crafted, and once again blows your mind enough to not know who to pay attention to. The drum break in this, in the middle, is perfectly played. It syncs up John with the bass and vocals and slowly turns up the heat. Andy's guitar jolts, add tritones. Again, that interval
Mm,
that adds a lot of anxiety to
the
the
devil's
middle,
tone.
and it intensifies and I can't read my words because of the damn fucking light in here. It intensifies things by playing those chords even louder and longer. He doesn't change the guitar chord. He just plays it consistently and louder. The red nail, red shame. I think that's what they're saying. Red
Mm-hmm.
nail, red
Yep.
shame part is the climax of the song that perfectly joins the theme. That oh.
Yep.
God damn.
God
It
damn.
just joins that perfect beginning where it just started off. And this is epic songwriting. My favorite lyrics are Foolish Girl and Swelling Woman. I goddamn love that. You talk about Rob writing poetry.
Yeah.
That every single word in that one is just heavy. It's fucking great.
There he is.
Gregson's
Poetry.
coming here for the laydown. Uh-oh. All right, the cervix of your inner son. I love that word cervix in there, which is the lady's part, kind of in the lyrics for, whatever. You can talk about it, Jordan. But which burns stronger section, the lyrics are so good. And I love the stupid ah at the end. I think that's Rob who does
Yep.
that. All right,
I always wanted to
those
go
are my-
into "Where Is My Mind" by the Pixies.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, that'd be
Yeah.
a great. Someone should.
Yeah,
Someone should fucking
MASH.
do that. That's great.
Yeah. Anyway,
right.
so that's my first section's thoughts.
Nice.
There comes Griggs.
There comes
What's
Gregson.
wrong with you?
He's ready.
What's wrong with you?
Just bring him. Show him my face. He'll run away. All right.
Oh no.
All right. So it's really hard to compare these songs. So Baldwang. Yeah, Baldwang this time around, it really made me feel like it was a perfect soundtrack for like the really bad part of a really deep Hunter S. Thompson trip. Like the guy just took like 50 drugs too many and is sitting there with his lawyer and just fucking everything's going wrong. And this is a song that's going to start playing on the jukebox in the middle of some fucking bumfuck town in the middle of Las Vegas, Nevada.
Sounds
or something.
good.
And I mean, it's a fever dream. This song, everything about it is bizarre and
Or like
gets in the
a
back of your
Lynch movie.
or Lynch. Let's not spoil the upcoming revelries, but it's true. It is kind of like a Lynch song, very much so. And yeah, I mean, I love the way that the lyrics start coming in like incomprehensibly. It like you can't hear the first Baldwin, you just hear the must die, and then it's like fades in with the. It's just, I mean, production wise, it's a work of art in its own way. It's really just fucking bizarre. Is it a song? I don't know. I mean, it is technically, but should it have beat Disappear? No,
It's
it
a
shouldn't
state of
have.
mind.
I mean, I still can't get behind that. I enjoy it, but I don't know, man. There's not much else to say about it other than like it's a really interesting, great fucking experiment that clearly struck a nerve in the sense of becoming a urban myth as it deservedly should. But it's against Life in Hell, which fucking slaps. This song slaps. This song,
Yep.
fucking Life in Hell slaps, man.
Slaps.
I love this song. I really do. And you know, I Matthew, in terms of the lyrics, I had, and I think even the last time I talked about it in much the way that you did, and I felt that way about it. I really now this time, for some reason, very solidly felt like this was Mr. Wrong in his priest mode as the man of authority wearing the collar, berating a young woman for having sexuality. It really felt like the lyrics of like Witchbird's, Red Nail and Red Shame. The red nail's fucking Christ's nail, right? Like that's which burns stronger, either the red nail of Christ's sacrifice or your burning shame.
Fingernails.
No, I don't think so. And I think
Oh.
I think it's very much like you're letting this guy send you to hell. What's more important, you fucking like giving yourself to this man or your eternal fucking soul? Even the end, like the glowing sun or fiery hell. I know it's written S-U-N. I get that, but it also reads very much like the glowing sun, S-O-N,
Yeah,
son of
yeah,
God.
yeah.
There's
Yep.
just this very much to me, and just even the chorus, life in hell. That's the sticking point. Like you're going to fucking hell for letting this guy stick his cock in you. Like, what are you doing? What's more
That's the red
important, your
nail.
eternal soul? But yeah, it's the other red nail. So I could not hear
Yeah.
it this time, other than it being Mr. Wrong in his jackbooted priest outfit, just fucking berating it. And in that way, it is very sex positive because it's throwing to me still, even if I'm reading it this way, because it's a total send up of the ridiculousness of that, because it does sacralize her. It does show the kind of the eternal feminine in a way of being a woman, and how almost ridiculous the male side of this all is. But there's so much in it that feels like you're going to fucking burn in hell for this one stupid little choice you made. You know, like foolish girl and swelling woman.
Oh,
Here's
God,
a blunt
isn't
knife
that
for your
something?
bosom.
Right.
Here's the devil's hand to shake. Like all of come on, tell me, that's fucking Catholic shame, devil, guilt imagery. There's nothing positive in that. And he's saying it so loud, and his delivery is so passionate in that
My
Mr.
God,
Wrong way.
so
I
good.
can't hear this anymore now without just picturing Rob the priest berating the poor Catholic girl for getting pregnant and letting someone knock her up.
Letting someone knock her up.
And but I'm not saying that's right.
No,
but
I
that's
know.
that's the position of
I know.
this
Right.
asshole priest.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, the way it's just that fucking start, like you were talking about, Michelle.
Oh.
And then it's just so
Jesus
fucking
Christ.
hard and fast and
It's
tight.
so good.
And as I've said in many, many, many songs, when I listen to these more, because like you, Michelle, it was like, oh, listen to Rob. Oh my God. When I first started listening, oh, listen to Andy. And blah. But for me, doing this podcast and really listening to the songs, it's like, holy fuck, John. That guy is the absolute star of this band by like 8 million miles. The drumming on this song is insane. It is so good. It is so good. Fucking good. That ride you were talking about, the ride symbol, and just everything. The way, I was talking to Parker about this the other day, and we were really geeking out about how this is the only band that we know, and we've listened to some other bands with really good drummers, where the drum it's an absolute lead instrument. It is like it's putting down the textured riffs, and it's the one that's doing the fucking guitar solos, right? But it's John doing it, and it's so natural. It's like
floor toms,
all of it, right? Like he's just it's just straight from this brilliant creativity, straight out these fucking Popeye arms into this drum kit, into a way that's so fucking expressive and brilliant and hard to pin down at any moment. It's so hard to go like, what exactly is he doing here? What's that rhythm? Because as soon as I try to get into it, it's like, fuck, it's too much. It's too much for my brain to hold. At any 4 measures of this is too much for my brain to hold.
He puts the accent on the first two, go bam bam. Yeah,
it's beautiful. And then as with the best No Means songs, all of it plays together perfectly. The drums, the rolling nature of the drums. This is one of those. They have these other ones that are just these like juggernauts that just roll at you, just come at you, and everything comes with you. And Matthew, you talked about that screeching guitar. It's all so of a piece to what the song is saying, to Rob's vocals, to his delivery. It's one of those songs that to talk about their oeuvre, is it a good representation? To me, it's a good representation of that, at least, right? It's a good representation of how they're so able to make all the pieces of a song fit together perfectly. How they're able to. There's no aspect of it that the performance, the execution, the writing of it doesn't absolutely serve to just fucking monumental central groove. So that it's
central groove.
It's so fucking good. So what's my favorite part of Baldwang? I think it's just fever dreamness. I think the fact that it's so weird and just unplaceable, and you'll never place this song. And you could never play this song for someone who might have heard No Means No before and go like, hey, what do you think this song is? They'd be like, I don't fucking know.
Are you jumping ahead to the other?
No. I'm just saying, questions. Like, what you can't recognize it. It doesn't fit into anything. But my favorite parts of Life in Hell are now it's the drumming. It's the drumming is just wild. It's wild, and it's so fucking beautiful. I don't know that this song's esteem has risen for me either, even though I guess it has. I still stand by my thing that I don't think it belongs in round 3. I don't think it's as good as some of their other songs, but it's so fucking good. It really is so fucking good.
Total disagree.
That it's definitely a jammer. I think it's, I mean, the riffs are tight. Rob's delivery is tight. I don't know. I'm willing to be wrong on that one. Meaning, like, I could absolutely be wrong for sure. I'm not wrong on Baldwang. You both fucking are idiots for not putting.
Well, whatever, man. But I'm representing all those that voted it back in, because that thing is the shit. No. I'm not
talking about this one yet. No, I think it was right for people to vote it in. I still think Valley of the Blind is a better song in some ways, but I do think this one deserved to be voted back in for round 2. Hell yeah, 100%. Yeah. All right, so that's my first round thoughts. Matthew, how about you wrap us up?
Yeah, is Baldwang Must Die representative of No Means No? Yes, in that it is kind of anything you want it to be, I guess. Is it important in the oeuvre? Probably not. It's a Victoria thing, and if you don't get it, you don't get it. So maybe not so much. Would I play it for a newbie? It depends on the newbie, but probably not.
Depends on how many drugs they're on at the time.
Life in Hell, is it representative of No Means No? Yes. I mean, it's got a deceptively simple structure, repetitively complex. It has the quiet and loud contrast. It has the mythology. It's got very much the discussion of sex that they were so characteristic of them at the time. Is it important in their oeuvre? Maybe not so much. It's there's songs that are it still doesn't stand out to me in a lot of ways.
Oh God.
Still not a favorite, but it is. I really appreciate sort of like the screaming, and it seems very tribal. And I might start to appreciate more things about it. Like you guys have mentioned some instrumentation stuff that I had not consciously noticed. So I will go back and I will listen again. Would I play it for a newbie? There's a lot of songs I would play before it. But just for certain things like the drums, this is what No Means No drums can be like, for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Nice. An interesting wrinkle here that you kind of edged up to that we might start thinking about is not only would we play this for a newbie, but would we avoid it for a newbie? Right? Like, would you like skip this song if you were playing and said this came on? We'd be like, I don't think I want to play this one for you. Anyway, something to think about. Michelle, you're up. What do you think about round 2 on this sucker?
Well, can I skip to the third one? When it comes to like people wondering why all the clothes I wear and a tattoo I have of this band, like that's one of the songs why I just hold this band in such esteem and so close to me. Life in Hell is fucking pure essence. No means no. It's perfect. God, it's fucking great. And Baldwang, I love it because it's like early stuff, and it showed how they listened to like weird music, and nothing was out of the question to listen to, and I don't get it, and I like that I don't get it.
Yeah.
And it
The
certainly
residents
didn't
either.
have any, or they had, it's just they had a broad palette of listening to choose from here, and yeah, it's certainly nothing. Those two songs couldn't be any farther apart, but I like them both for what they are. What was the? Did I answer one of those? What's the
Yeah.
I
third
mean,
one?
newbie. You can answer the newbie
Oh,
question.
yeah, I would play Life in Hell for a newbie. Hell yeah, for the exact reason I just mentioned. Like, this is why I like this band, because sit down and listen to this, and click your seatbelt because you're gonna shit. Baldwang Must Die. I don't know why I would play that for a newbie. I might put it on for a dinner party, but I don't know. No, I when I put stuff on for people, I
Satisfaction
don't want
music
them to
at
think
dinner
deeply. I just want them
party.
to yeah. When I put stuff on for people, I usually don't want them to sit there and listen to the lyrics and listen to the profound message. Fuck no. I want them to hear the music. So, Life in Hell, yes. Baldwin Must Die, no. But it's good ambiance stuff.
All right.
It's quirky
Nice.
and cool. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Uh-oh.
is Baldwin representative of No Means No as a whole? I mean, I don't know, man. I guess because it's goofy. The thing that makes me argue against that is that the song was first an Infamous Scientist, and then it was all these other bands. Like, it's not even. I don't even think, frankly, it's truly a No Means No song. I think it's a song by Infamous Scientist and all these other bands. I don't think it belongs to them. No, I don't think it belongs. I don't think it's representative of them. I don't think there's any other
Oh,
song. They've got a goofy streak, but nothing's like this. Is it cool as shit that they put it on One Down,
yeah.
Two to Go and that they're involved in it? Of course it is. Is
Yeah.
it historically important for that reason? Of course it is.
Yes.
But no, I don't think it's representative of them. I think there's other goofy songs, one of which we'll hear soon, that is more representative of that part of them. Is Life in Hell representative? Fuck yes, absolutely. It's got that holographic feeling that I talk about, you know, how all the pieces of it fit really well together. It fucking slaps. The beats are tight. The drumming is insane.
Oh.
The vocal delivery is insane. Like you said, Matthew, it's one of those, their mythology point of view songs where you just got, you know, like a character hard to pin down. Clearly we have different views on it. I've had different views on it from listen to listen, but it's very strong. It's very, very, very strong. And I definitely think it's representative of the oeuvre. In terms of would I introduce a newbie? I would never in a million years introduce Baldwin to anybody. I don't think I'd play it for anybody unless I was like, you want to hear something really
Are you going to
weird
come
and
to my
interesting?
dinner party and
But
listen to it?
I mean, I'd be at your
Yes.
dinner party, but not for
Yeah.
this song. And then
Oh, okay.
Life in Hell. No, I also wouldn't use this as a newbie. Now, I wouldn't avoid the song because it slaps, but it wouldn't be one of the ones that would be my go-to. Like, I've got a lot of ones that I think fit the same bill in terms of what's really good about it that mean more to me. So that's why I would do it. But I would not like skip this song. Like, if I was playing wrong for someone, which by the way I may do because I'm about to go to a John Zorn show down in the city, San Francisco. He's having like a 70th extravaganza with all sorts of fucking amazing musicians, and I'm gonna go and see him with oh god damn it. Anyway, but my daughter's teacher, who's kicks ass and loves the Melvins and Bungle and all these people, is we're gonna drive down and see the show together because he invited me, and he doesn't know No Means No, so I'm gonna fucking play wrongs back to front. I mean, front to back when we drive down. And so am I skipping this song? Fuck no, I'm not skipping this song. So it will be played by a newbie. Shout out to Keone if you happen to ever listen to this episode, which you never will. So I will be playing it for a newbie.
Nice.
It's
your civic duty.
I guess that's it. So let's go to the vote. Matthew, you're first up. What's your vote?
Well, you know what? Baldwang Must Die, as I said, it is a state of mind, and as such, it does not need my puny little vote. It's going to be just fine on its own, and I think that Life in Hell needs more support. So I'm going to vote for Life in Hell.
Good boy.
Because it will play more nicely with the, I don't know, Baldwang will have its way regardless, and it would have its way with other matchups, and I don't know. Too powerful. Too powerful.
Too powerful. It'll have its own podcast of its very own. Michelle, your vote, as if anybody fucking
do
needed
I?
to know.
No, you don't even need to
You
think
got to
about what
say
I'm
it
going
for
to
the
say.
record. You got to read
I'm
it
going
into
to
the
say
record.
life in fucking hell. Life in hell. Oh, yes. 110%. Bring it.
I am very happy to vote against Baldwang for the second time. And I'm very happy that this time my compatriots have pulled their heads straight out of their asses and made the correct decision. I'm sorry, I'm just kidding you. I love you both. But life in hell for sure. It's by a country mile. That said, Baldwang, I'm not going to deny it's got a power. It has like that creepypasta sort of fucking glimmer, the Slender Man energy. That's out there. You couldn't kill Baldwang if you wanted to. He maybe must die, but he'll never fucking die. That guy's living fucking forever. So Godspeed Baldwin to that meme land in heaven, and life in
guitar
hell.
in the sky.
Life in hell is going to relish in the pleasures of the flesh. So
Hell
excellent.
Yeah.
We are going to move on to listener submissions before we go to there, because we do have another one that we had shamefully overlooked, but I'm very happy to bring it back. And thank you very much, listener, which we'll talk about in a minute, for reminding us that we had slighted you and left you hanging. We're sorry about that. But listen, folks.
Whoa.
Ain't none of you sending in shit. Come on. We're doing this show for you. Do something for us. Just do a little something. That's all we want. Are you new?
Send it on
Are you
in.
new to
Send
the
it
show?
on in.
Have you?
I guess we should review our 3 sort of icebreaker questions.
Please do it, Matthew.
So if you have what no means no means to you, and if you have a no means no related story, and your no means no origin story, like how you came across them and who you were with and that sort of stuff. Tell us the story. If you've already told us those stories, you can write on in and argue with us. Tell us we've done a very good job or a very poor job. And I have a feeling that we're going to get people yelling at us. Baldwang, you have to give props to Baldwang, because I think because so early in our tenure, I don't know whether we would have gotten so many listeners, and we love you all, had we not pissed so many of you off so early.
And all of you are vindicated by it being voted out now. So now you can relax. Your sphincters can relax.
No means nothing podcast at gmail.com. Please send in your shit. If you write it out, we will read it. You can specify which of us you would like to read it, as tonight's writer in has done. It'll be me, because it's another version of my name. Interestingly, gifts of God, all of us.
That's right. And that's no means nothing podcast at gmail.com. We had better see something in our inbox by the next episode, or I don't know what's going to fucking happen. This is in fact a threat. No. So get off your asses and send us a note. We love it. We love you. All right, Matthew.
I'll make up a story. I'll make one up and send it in.
Please do.
Just kidding.
Okay. Let's move this over to the main screen so I can stare at it. All righty. From Zapeo.
Woo!
All right. So, hi guys. After posting that Excel file on your Facebook page, I thought I'd write you a few lines for the fan stories thingy you do in the podcast. I got caught up with it, and I hope it's not too long. I'm from Italy, so I'm sorry if I make some terrible mistakes with the grammar and wording. Please feel free to correct me so I don't look too stupid in the eyes of your listeners. And once again, from Matthew here, from one of the most monolingual areas of the world in terms of the languages you have to speak. When you are an English speaker, you're a fucking dumbass, because you don't ever have to speak. Everybody speaks your language better than you speak any of theirs. So please do not apologize for your excellent fucking English.
Exactly.
Because I don't even understand, whatever. Anyway, even if I was immersed in Italian, I don't think that my Italian would be as good as your English. So it's fuck
right,
off,
that's
man.
right.
It's like,
right.
Yeah. All right. Origin story. It was around December 1998. I was 15 years old. I was into punk rock, hardcore, grunge, and some strains of heavy metal. I was also starting to play bass, even if I always wanted to be a drummer. But a drum kit was way too expensive and also impossible to have at home. So I was always looking for noisy bands with good bass, and naturally some older friends pointed me towards Primus. At the time, the Pork Soda record was probably one of the biggest epiphanies I've had in my life. Until one afternoon, I was hanging around out in a kind of legal squat. It was rented from the municipality to a local nonprofit association, but basically it was a squat in my city. And something very fucking weird was playing at volume 11. And my 15 years old ignorant brain instantly made me say, wow, Primus made a punk song. Because, if somebody is good at bass, it has to be Les Claypool, right? The song I was listening to was Big Dick. The guy who told me, who put the record on, told me something like, silly kid, this is No Means No, not Primus. That guy, who later became the drummer of my first band, silently watched my speechless, dumb face listening to the whole B-side of Wrong, my eyes growing bigger minute after minute. I was basically a super deformed anime kid with googly eyes and stars and sparks coming out of my pupils, just like Stranger Things.
That's right.
By the end of it, I knew two things. One, I was in love. Two, I had to listen to every single song by these guys as soon as possible, like right now. I immediately asked if I could make a copy on a tape I had in my jacket. The tape was a compilation I made for a girl I liked, but this was way more important. I was already way more into No Means No than her. So goodbye hours of work and fine-tuning song by song to try and impress a girl with my punk rock feelings. The three Canadians just did the same for me and called it love. That's real love right there. From that moment, No Means No has been one of the biggest things in my life. The first time they went to Italy after I discovered them, the show was too far from where I lived, so I couldn't go. That night, I went to a Chaos UK show that was way closer, and I took a white t-shirt and I wrote on it, "Tonight I'm sad because I'm not at the No Means No show. Please hug me."
Okay.
I got 3 hugs.
That's amazing. Oh, that's great.
There's a No Means No story. Fortunately, as years passed, I managed to see them many, many times. I saw Hanson Brothers first. How can someone fall in love with the same people more than once? I don't know, but I did. The best memory I have was the second or third time I saw them around 2002, I think. Before the show, I was at the merch stand talking to Keith Rose, I think. Even if I remember him saying his name was something like Rosie Ramoli. I was murdering his ears and testicles by telling him over and over how much I loved the band and stuff like that, until he finally saw John and told him, he's your biggest fan. Talk to him.
Oh, no.
John was super nice and spent a good 20-30 minutes talking with me. I remember him telling me he wanted his kids to play hockey, but it was too expensive, random stuff like that. I was the happiest I've ever been.
Oh, no.
I asked him if they would play now that evening, and he told me, unfortunately, they did not have that one prepared for the tour. Then after a while, he went backstage, and the concert started a few minutes later. I was fighting to stay in the front row singing every song, even when I didn't understand the lyrics. Then at the end, Rob told the crowd, "This is the last one." I watched join, and he pointed at me with one of his drumsticks.
Oh, fuck!
Oh, my God. My hairs are standing up.
Fuck!
My hairs are standing up.
I was this close to crying. I don't know if John lied to me before for a surprise effect, but in my head, he went backstage and told the others, let's play now, because there's this kid outside who's super nice, and I'll later adopt him.
Cool. Oh, God, that's so fucking great.
Years later, at a Motorhead show, Lemmy told the crowd, the next one is for all the punks here tonight. And I looked at the crowd, and they were all metalheads. So to this day, I tell myself that Lemmy dedicated the song to me personally, but that feeling doesn't even come close to what I felt that night when the Now Rift started.
Oh, Jesus.
John, if you're listening, thank you, I love you! And sorry for that every time in that small place near Venice where you played as Hanson Brothers and I was the only kid knowing the songs and the lyrics. I was very drunk, and I think that after the show, I kind of pissed you off with all my mumbling. They literally jumped in the van and ran away from the place while I was still talking.
Oh, no.
What No Means No means to me. I have a few obsessions/role models in life. All the Monty Pythons. Thank you guys for saying that out loud in the Real Love episode. And Terry Gilliam in particular. The X, Jilla Biafra, South Park, Bill Hicks, and clearly No Means No. At different times in my life, all these guys helped me grow up. They gave me perspective, and they helped me go through good, bad, and very weird stuff. I also have the face of the guy of the You Kill Me cover tattooed on my leg as a fanboy token. Some of Rob's lyrics are like a great Bukowski book and should be globally treated with the same respect. Having humor, anger, joy, love, hate, all mixed up, often in this, except Bukowski's an asshole, often in the same song, in a musical and lyrical achievement that very few artists can brag to have done, let alone mastered. And in addition to all this, they also stayed so humble for almost 40 years of their career.
Mm-hmm.
There are multiple life lessons that can be learned with their music. The three most important I try to live by are: always question yourself, be humble, don't be a dick. Thank you guys for this amazing podcast. Thank you, Rob, John, Andy, and Tom, for everything. P.S. My favorite song has already passed to round 2. It's not now. I'm not telling you which one, but if it doesn't go at least to the final round, I'm going to buy a plane ticket and hunt you 3 down for the rest of my life. And I'll offer you a couple of beers because I'm not a violent person.
Perfect.
Oh, dude, this is why I love
that
these
is from
more.
Mateo. Last week I read one from, or last episode I read one from Matei. So my name, it's in various languages. It's pretty awesome.
Right.
And it should be said
excellent.
that he was calling himself Zapeo and said his real name is Mateo. I don't know if that's just his Gmail name or what, but fucking dude, that rocked. I love these so much, and that was so great. Holy shit. So I just
loved
want more of these. If you got them, I mean, I don't know, no pressure. I know I was being an asshole before. No pressure, right? I'm happy you're listening, whoever you are.
I can't believe they played. Well, no, I can believe they played that song for him.
That's
How fucking cool is that?
incredible. That's incredible.
Right?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
That's this band, right? That's this fucking
Yes,
band.
it
If
is.
they can do it, they try.
Oh, man.
All right, now.
Jeez.
All right, we're facing down. I don't know what to do with this round, guys. I'm first, but here we go.
Oh,
so this is No King from Sex Mad 1986, and of course famously Live and Cuddly 1991. This one won out against Would We Be Alive in episode 7. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say I'd still vote that way. Oh, thank you. Needed that.
Yes, it's round 2. It's time
Would
for
We Be
Guinness
Alive
too.
is Would We Be Alive is a great song, but yeah, I'd put No Fucking Still. I'd vote. And it went up against Now It's Dark, which is a demo from 0 + 2 = 1.5 from 2010, released by Andy. We're all eternally grateful for that. Thank you, Andy. And it won out against Look, Here Come the Wormies in episode 11. I'm actually not sure anymore that I would make that same vote. It'd be a little more of a toss-up for me in terms of just, they're both sort of historical artifacts. So I'm not sure if I'd make that same vote. But anyway, it won. Here it is. So we've got No Fucking against Now It's Dark. Fucking, I don't know. Let's dive.
You gotta put in your
let's
music.
pop in our old VHS of Blue Velvet and listen to a little bit of these before we start talking about it.
Okay, this is sort of the Frank Sinatra ballad of the evening. We like to land on a soft note so everyone goes out feeling warm and cozy and in love with the person next to him. And I want you to think about that when you listen to this song. I want to think about the person that you dedicated your life to and sort of like to lick all over. Just think about the manifestations and the confluations and the obstructions and the fructifications of the relationship that...
Excuse me, Rob? To lick all over?
Here it goes again. As soon as you start talking about sex, he starts talking about Nietzsche. Just one more thing before we get going on this song. Remember, guys, always wear, if you can, and women out there too, a safety pin on the bottom of your t-shirt, because not only is it cool in punk rock, but it's also very handy sometimes. Okay, this song is called... One, two, I buckle my shoes.
All I hear are consequence, all I hear are pushing grunts, all I see are consequence, I don't like it. All I see is consequence, all I hear is pushing grunts, all I see is consequence, pushing grunts, I don't like it. All I see is consequence, all I hear are pushing grunts, all I see is consequence, pushing grunts.
Thanks.
Taco Bell. See you next year.
See you next year.
Now it's dark, let's have some fun. Now it's dark, let's have some fun. Now it's dark, let's have some fun. Now it's dark. I know what
So there was that relatively incomprehensible mashup of those songs. So no fucking. First of all, there's like 3 canonical versions of this, right? There's the 2 on Sex Mad, the instrumental, or the non-instrumental. It's instrumental first and then non-instrumental. What's the order? I can't remember. Anyway, it's and then it's it's the live and cuddly version, which is just fucking amazing, it's insane. I mean, what do you say about this song? This song's fucking amazing. This is, I mean, it's not a song. It's a fucking just joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. It's a brilliant joke. It's so fucking good. It is so no means no. This is so like, right. Just, this is everything, man. This is like, this is the ultimate concentration of their just taking the piss, being funny as fuck, talking about sex. It's all of it. It's so fucking funny. Cocks and cunts, pushes and grunts. I don't like it. Like, it's fucking great. It's so fucking great. And the fact that they couldn't call it No Fucking, they only called it that on the Live and Cuddly album, but they had to say no fucking. I don't even know why. Whether it was because they didn't want to say fucking
they
on
wanted
the label.
To sell it in Kmart or something.
Exactly. Right.
But they didn't.
I don't know. But in any event, it's great. But there's not a lot to say about it, right? I love the fact that they do have the 2 versions on that album. And I love a 1, a 2.
Oh, yeah.
A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3. I mean, that's just, and the way Andy sells that is so good.
Oh, yeah.
Good.
I think the acapella one's first somehow.
I think so too. And the fact they do the same joke twice in 2 different ways, it's like, that's also very no means no. It's like, oh, you thought it was funny before? Now you know it's coming. Oh, we're adding some punk guitars under it. So fuck you guys. It's just hilarious. It's hilarious. I don't have a lot more to say about it. It's not a deep song, but it's fucking hilarious. And it's very no means no.
It is hilarious.
Everybody knows this song. If you know No Means No, if you're a fan of No Means No, this has a special place in your heart, this song. And the way that this, on the Live and Cuddly is absolutely
oh God, it's so funny.
So great. The way it breaks into the whole, like, as soon as you start talking about sex, he starts talking about Nietzsche. And like, Rob is talking about this reminds the way we like to lick all over. It's just, that's so great. The stage enters. And then how it just ends with like, okay, wait, a 1, a 2, a buckle my shoe, and they just fucking, I mean, it's just brilliant. All of it. It's fucking 100%.
That's a good show ender too, that one.
Oh,
totally.
It's perfect. It's perfect.
Yeah.
So, I mean, a brilliant little encapsulation of their absolute utter bullshit. I love it. I love it. I love it. Now It's Dark, the demo. So this was the demo. So they decided never to release it. I think I kind of understand why. It's not a bad song. It's a good song. Should it be in this round? No, it shouldn't be in this round. But it came up against Look Who Came the Wormies, who are like, it got a good pull. It wouldn't have won against any other song in round 1. It just wouldn't have. It's not a bad song. It's a great song. It's a banger. What do I like about it? I think it's fucking got great drive. Now that we've been informed after we had done this round and Andy said, after we talked about it the first time and Andy put in Andy's correction corner that this song is about Blue Velvet, which definitely elevates it for me because now listening to it, I'd kind of meant to rewatch Blue Velvet before we talked about it again, and I haven't. So good. But now I just listen to it and I think of fucking Dennis Hopper with his fucking mouthpiece.
With his mask.
So many of the lyrics are from. Some of the lyrics absolutely directly reference. They absolutely directly reference Blue Velvet. So if you didn't catch that before, listen to this again and think about it in that respect. So it's very much like that. Now, if you'd mixed the lyrical content and that energy with the music of Baldwang, then you'd really have a Lynch song. But this doesn't sound like a Lynch song. It just has lyrical content of a Lynch song. It's actually, to me, musically one of their more straightforward ones, which is why it doesn't really rate for me. It's like the drums are very straightforward. The basic guitar, it's good, but it's very straightforward. It's kind of like, I don't know, a lot of other bands could have done this song, frankly. Like, it's not, it doesn't really feel like a No Means No song to me. It's like, well, yeah, it's good, but it doesn't really feel like that special. Lyrics are really interesting. I don't have a lot to say about it. It's Blue Velvet. It's fun. It's dark. It's not dark, actually. Now it's dark, but it's not that dark. But I do really still love the way the 3 of them play off each other vocally in this, not lyrically, but the way that they bounce back and forth. Dark, 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 dark. Now it's dark. Like, all of that is really good and really tight. And I think the musicianship is tight as always. So even when they make a song that's like, well, it's not my favorite of this, anything they do is tight as hell. And I do think the driving, like, I mean, it gets
You
in my
can't
guts.
go
It's
wrong
nice.
with that.
100%. I'll say this song is too fucking long, though. Like, it does not need to be a 6-minute song. This does not need to be a 6-minute song. It does not earn it. I'm sorry. It does not earn its length. I think it could be cut by 2 minutes and be really good. Probably I would like it more. It overstays
Well, you
its
go ahead
welcome
and tell
for
them
me.
that.
I don't have to. They didn't put it on an album. I think they probably went like, man, it's whatever, right?
Mm-hmm,
But it's fun. Am I glad it exists out in the world? Absolutely. Am I glad that they released it? Absolutely. Do I understand it doesn't fit on any album? I can't imagine this on 0 + 2 = 1. I mean, what the fuck? There's no way in any world that this matches any of those songs by a country mile. So good song. And there's no way to compare it to No Fucking in terms of compare and contrast. What are you gonna like?
I don't know about
Not different universes. No Fucking to me doesn't live. I mean, I'm sorry. Now It's Dark to me doesn't live anywhere where they live. So I can't even say like, oh, this is the two sides of their. No, it's not. No Fucking really is. It has an archetypal anchor in their oeuvre, but Now It's Dark doesn't. It's like it's like the other B-sides and things like that. It's great. I'm glad they made that, but I understand why it's not on an album. All right, man, that's all I got. I know I could probably say more. I'm sure I pissed people off, but Michelle, what do you got?
You didn't piss anybody off. Come on.
I mean,
I
neither
don't think you did.
Are standard. I don't
think you
so
did.
Maybe not. What do you got,
All
Michelle?
All right, Now It's Dark. This is a great chugger. It chugs, dig it. Like I said, you can't go wrong with that kind of riff. It's like the Batman theme or something, you know?
Yeah, right.
So, yeah. I love how we all found out it was based off of the David Lynch Blue Velvet movie, like you mentioned before. Some of the dialogue in it is in the movie is represented in the lyrics, and it's a great nod to how messed the movie is. I think this is a super piece. It's fun, dirty, and it kicks. No Fucking. I wrote it regularly. I can burp on command, so whenever you want to insert one, I can do it.
All right, that's enough. I'm sorry
Matthew,
for starting.
can you do it?
I can,
It's
but
gross.
I'm not going
People
to.
hate us. People hate
I
us.
wish
and
I could
apologize.
fart on command. I would love that.
No.
Anyways.
My daughter. All right, we're done.
Okay.
Potato man.
Okay. No Fucking. Listening to the live and cuddly version. Oh my God. Just how cool are these guys? Their stage banner is as good as their talent. This song leaves plenty of places in the beginning to fuck around, and they sure do. Cleverly, they disguise the title by jumbling up the letters a bit, which leads into the belted out line sung in unison. As simple as the song is, I think it's super interesting, and it leaves me asking a lot of questions, like who wrote this? That's one of my questions, and
Good
I
question,
don't like
actually.
it.
Andy.
You think so?
Andy.
Okay.
Yeah, I
I
think
do.
All right. The I don't like it line after they yelled out a crass description of bumping uglies. All an example of what deep thinkers they are and how they can see things on many levels. Now It's Dark is really quite the toe-tapping tune and a complete opposite to its contender. Rob sounds fantastic. Does he not? Doesn't Rob
does.
sound great singing this?
Absolutely.
It sounds amazing.
As always.
Yeah. And I like the delivery on the I know what you've done line. He sounds amazing.
Yep.
And others that are similar. Anyway, this has a tinge of Ramonesy feel to it. With maybe that riff. But damn, do they take it to create a real gem here. It's sneaky cool and concise. No Fucking is kind of like that, but in a roundabout way.
Nice. All right, Matthew, how about you?
I am done, sirs.
I really like Now It's Dark. I love that it
Good.
bubbled up. It is interesting in that it's a Hanson song, but it's clearly coming from Rob. So it's no means no subject with Hanson's structure. And I like that about it. There are a few that I have described that way on other albums, which I am not going to try and think up right now. But I love the lyrics. I think they're fun. The whole song is fun. They sound like they're having fun. The delivery is fun. But it's still super intense. Like I went, my shop right now is kind of empty. I have things packed up, so I kind of like was listening to it and kind of boogieing around, trying not to trip over my tools and stuff, but got me up and moving, which is kind of fun.
Yep.
Personal highlights. Yeah, I love the fact that it's like a hybrid No Means No Hanson's. And I like the dark. Now it's the back and forth. Fantastic. I agree with Jordan that it could have stood maybe a little bit of an edit, but I wish they'd released it. I really, while it's difficult to think where it might have fit, it's definitely No Means No song, I think. Anyway, no fucking. Yeah, so many different versions, and I don't think that it would be as high in my estimation, despite the fact that it is a joke, and it is, musically fantastic. It's amazing that they could lend so much of the similar intensity to an a cappella version, or just just a shouted version and a played version. But the stage banter and the fact that it's last on the album. I mean, Live and Cuddly is such a fantastic. I don't listen to a lot of live albums. I don't really like live albums for the most part, but that one's fucking amazing, and maybe the only one that has me re-listening to it. Of course, you know all the stage banter as well as the lyrics on it. And it's pretty fantastic.
Yes.
And some of that stage banter is as famous as their lyrics in the mythology, right?
Yeah.
We're a positive band. It's
Rob.
so fucking great.
I don't think so, Rob.
Such muscular and precise delivery. It's so much. I mean, obviously, it's a sort of song about being sick at the scene, probably in Victoria, probably any song, any town, where you're just sort of feeling not quite a part of what everyone else is there for. I'm here for the music. I'm not here to get laid. I'm sick of the shit. That's kind of how I feel.
Interesting. That makes sense now.
Yeah, it's kind of
when he says
so
I
much
don't like
energy. Like, I've talked many times about the sort of reserve that Victoria has. So like you've got so much energy, so much anger, but you're bottling it up, and this is where it comes out. Very short, very reactive, and that is but the banter is just A1. It's like so much longer than the song itself, which is fantastic as well.
That's right.
So yeah, the humor in it. Anyway, nothing that I really don't like about it, except that I wish that they would keep different permutations of the spelling in all versions. I guess one of the things, lowlight, something that bugs me about now it's dark, is that it's not better known. I wish they'd tinkered with it more. And also that I, like Jordan, was intending to rewatch Blue Velvet and have not done so.
Well, you boys got some watching to do.
Exactly. So I really appreciate it. I appreciate the fact that you gave both these songs the time of day, and I think you're right. Like the no fucking. It really does feel like a rant against. I could imagine being on stage, and of course at any club, you're going to see like people love the music. They also want to get laid, right? And you just sense that energy, and it's just kind of like, God damn it, it's just fucking everywhere. So it's like, I mean, hey boy, I might want to fuck you. Hey girl, I might want to fuck you too. Like they definitely, it's in there in the one song that's absolutely a pushback against the fucking scene and a very meta song. And this is just a very concentrated anthem to that, a loud middle finger to that. So to their in terms of their oeuvre, I would agree. I think this is exceptionally representative of No Means No. Absolutely a pinnacle. I think it's like if you're looking at the hand and each of the fingers is a type of one of their songs, fucking No Fucking, it's right there on the middle finger on the tip. It lives strong. It's the black painted fingernail that's like, that's as concentrated as it gets, man. That's as concentrated as it gets. And also in the same way, the way it plays on the live album, because as everyone talked about, the banter on that is fucking great. And it's not just funny, it's important. It shows you in the live way how smart, how funny,
Yes.
how fuck you, and
Yeah.
how much they actually looked at the crowd, played with them, and knew they were there with actual human beings. And we're not just fucking standing up there with a fourth wall in front of
Yeah,
them,
and
but
jerking
we're
off,
actually
right.
seeing people
Exactly.
and playing to those people, and that the music was a two-way fucking street,
Mm.
and that the banter in that is just... And Rob just taking the piss out of himself, and them taking the piss out of himself from how smart he is, right? His Mr. fucking Happy. It's just, it's a thing of beauty, right? And it's just this fucking throwaway, pissy, angry song, but it's not at the same time, as you talked about, Matthew. So does this belong in the oeuvre? Fuck yes, this belongs in the oeuvre.
baby.
Like, this is like 100% a No Means No song. Would I play this for a newbie? Fuck yeah, I would. I'd be like, listen to this shit. This is hilarious.
Whoa.
This is great.
Listen to all these
Not in a
versions.
way of-
It'll take like 3
Right,
minutes.
right. It's not in the sense of like, ooh, I really want you to get into this band, but like, listen to this. This is fucking funny.
Yeah.
You're gonna love it, right? Like, it's low stakes in a sense,
Kooky.
in a way. So I think they're fucking great. Now, Now It's Dark. It's a great song. You're right, Matthew. Like, I wish actually they'd done a different version. Like, Rob told us about how John would often cut him down. Like, he cut him down with Joyful Reunion and stuff. Like, I wonder if they had taken the song more seriously and re-recorded it and reshaped it, if it might not have gotten a little more texture. It really is, you're right, like a Hanson Brothers-esque song, but with lyrics that are 100% non Hanson Brothers, right? Like, he said, this is fully Rob digesting a surrealist filmmaker in a beautiful way.
Right.
And so the lyrics are fucking great and a great response to that. But I still, as it is, I don't think it fits in the oeuvre. I don't think it's not especially indicative of anything. It's not remarkable to me. It's just not a remarkable song. So I don't think it fits in that way. Would I play this for a newbie? No, I don't think I'd play this for anybody. I'm glad it exists. I'm glad I dove more into it. I'm glad we learned about the Blue Velvet. I don't shit on this song, but I don't feel like it's important in their, compared to almost any other song in their catalog. In that sense.
Yeah.
So, I think I've answered this question. So that's my take. Strangey, how about you on those?
Okay, as far as these pieces being in their oeuvre, Now It's Dark, not so much, but I get it, and you hear them. All their elements are there, but it's a little straightforward and nothing that comes out that's pronounced. But it shows you also that they can just lay down a kind of normal song and still kick its ass, right? Yeah. No fucking. Oh, like you said, Jordan. Your middle finger of the hand. That's funny. Absolutely. I think this is very much in their wheelhouse. And would I play No Fucking for somebody? Yeah, I'd play Now It's Dark too. I would, but see, I don't ever. I rarely ask people to sit down and listen to something to eat it. I've asked people in the past to sit down and listen on a topical level. So I'd play both of them for somebody. Both.
All right. Nice. Matthew, how about you?
I think It's Dark is representative. I mean, because of the whole, had it been presented right, maybe with a little bit of an edit and everything like that, I think it could have been like one of their absolute most popular songs live, especially. Like, it could have been an Ono Bruno or whatever.
Like Ono
they're
Bruno,
gonna play.
that's
It's like,
what I was thinking. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Where they just totally like rip it out. So I think with the right treatment, it could have been like a real like important song, but it isn't because it is so obscure. I was trying to think of what album it might fit on. I think Worldhood. It might fit on Worldhood.
Oh, okay.
I could have. Yeah. I could have.
No Fucking isn't representative of No Means No. Absolutely. I mean, it's funny, it's angry, and it shows their chops.
Right.
And it's kind of an in joke, I guess. So yes, it fits in the it's important. Maybe more so because of the position on Live and Cuddly. Would I play it for a newbie? I think only if I played all of the versions, finishing with Live and Cuddly because of the great
interesting.
banter.
That's
because
cool.
that banter really, as you were saying, Jordan, really shows the true character of No Means No, I think.
Yeah.
So especially if somebody were listening to it after having listened to Live and Cuddly and all the great versions of our earlier work on that album, and then it's a perfect finish. So yeah.
Yeah. Totes.
All right, so it's time for the vote. No Fucking versus Now It's Dark. Yeah, it's No Fucking for me. I think it deserves to go. I don't know that it'll go past the next round, but I think it's an important No Means No song in a way that I don't think Now It's Dark is. And so I'm gonna push No Fucking to the next round. It's not. I mean, it's hard to me because it's like in a way it's not a song. So if I'm just looking like outside of the every other context, it'd be hard to push it through. But this isn't about it being outside of the context. It's about taking all the context, and with all that context, I think it deserves to be in the mix in a way that Now It's Dark does not. I mean, again, that's not a knock on Now It's Dark. I think I'm really glad it exists, but no, it's No Fucking for me, or no fucking. Michelle, how about you?
You know, listening to both of them, it was kind of like when I listened to Now It's Dark, I kept saying, oh, this is great. I don't hear it that much. I kind of like it. But I kept looking up to the paper that I wrote, and I had already circled, before I wrote any note, I already circled No Fucking. I had already circled it. But when I was listening to Now It's Dark, I was like, oh, this has got some good jumpy parts. This is cool. But yes, I'm going to stick with my original, absolute, bang on, cool ass vote. No Fucking. Hell yeah.
All right, well, it's already going through, but Matthew, are you with the majority or are you on your own?
I think because Now It's Dark
Can I
is more
say
of a
something?
song.
Can I say something?
Real quick before he goes, and then shut up.
I'm sorry, Matthew. And I'm sorry, Jordan. The last episode we did, we all agreed. And this is our third full all agreement. So I'm
Not necessarily.
No.
Let's see.
well, no. Me and you, Jordan. So what's already going on? But I'm excited to hear what Matthew has to say, which is why
I'm voting for Now It's
Shut
Dark.
the fuck up. Are you really?
Yeah, because I put Now It's Dark on purpose, and like I said, it makes me like dance around my shop and stuff. And like I was going to get another drink earlier. I'm like, you put your disease in me. I was like singing that to myself and stuff. And while I like No Fucking, I don't do that, or at least I don't do that for very long because it's so damn short. So I do. I think what appeals to me about Now It's Dark is the same as what appeals to me about You Little Creep. And that they're more sort of Hanson-y, but there's definitely No Means No songs.
Right. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, I'm glad it's not unanimous. All right.
Oh, I hope I didn't ruin the mo.
You didn't.
Sorry.
And Now It's Dark is cast into the outer darkness where it's gnashing its teeth. No Fucking is
Baldwang will take care of it.
Yep. No Fucking definitely fucks, so it's going on to the next round.
It does.
We'll see where it goes there. And listen, everybody, that's it. We did it. And you know, you want to know something really fucking wild?
What?
This episode is only gonna be like an hour and 15 minutes, which is a new old record for us. We did speed run this shit, which frankly I think is okay.
Yeah.
We'll see when I roll the dice what the next one is. But I just want to thank everybody for listening, of course, and remind you that No Means No Thing is produced and edited by yours truly, Jordan Flato, co-hosting and podcast graphics. And let me just take a moment to say, fucking shit, people.
Oh, yeah.
Are you looking at these graphics? Are you going to our Instagram? Are you going to the Facebook group? Let's we're lucky as shit to get these things. These are works of art to me that I'm grateful to have by Matthew Kowalik. Michelle Strangest is our third and everyone's favorite co-host and official Foley artist. And shout out to our official mascot, Teddy. Thank you to No Means No for the use of stock taking as our intro and outro music. And the future is a past that hasn't happened yet. you've stuck around for the secret sauce. This episode was so short that we didn't even have a pee-pee break. So
Nope,
we're gonna
amazing.
go
That's
ahead and
right.
get
Oh
this
my
in here.
But
God.
let's hurry because
The bladder's full.
Okay, all I can say is now we're fucking talking. Now we're fucking talking. Here's the first.
It's getting
Now
juicy.
we're fucking talking. Thank you. Thank you, gods. This is gonna be a hard one, but I'm welcoming the hard ones. Fuck this. Also ran shit. Oh, and also, oh shit.
All right.
Oh shit. God damn it. Okay, here's number 2. Fuck.
No.
Oh God, this
None of
next
that.
episode, folks, tune in because holy shit.
Easy.
Oh boy, I am excited
already
to talk
made.
about this.
Vote
Listen,
is already made.
I'm gonna tell everybody, you guys better put aside like, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours. It's gonna be a
Oh, God.
long ass episode
Yeah.
on this shit
Yeah.
because there's a lot to talk about.
Whatever.
Oh, I'm excited. This might come in like 4 weeks because we're gonna have to.
well,
have time to
there are
prepare. Anyway,
4 actual songs.
actual songs. And
Oh,
I'm
come on.
telling you now, if you look over the mountaintops, you're gonna see like spikes and fire peeking out because I think there are kaiju on the horizon. So look out,
Whoa.
it's coming. And in the meantime,
Careful now.
fuck off.